Recently in the UK, we've got a brand new season of Red Dwarf, or series rather, series 12, and there was an episode that was on recently that seemed really relevant to kind of like the situation with comic books. And the episode was called Time Wave. I believe it's episode 3 of series 12. And the reason why I want to talk about this episode is because it's an episode about criticism. So what happens in the episode is that the crew of the Red Dwarf, they have to board a ship and notify the people on the ship that they're about to crash into this planetoid, this moon. But aboard the ship, it turns out that they have their own laws, and their main law is it's illegal to criticize. And so they board the ship, obviously try and inform them that they're going to crash into this moon and whatnot. And anyway, they get themselves into a situation whereby they criticize people, because everyone on the ship, they can kind of do as they please and not really have any kind of consequence, because they can't be criticized if they do something badly. For example, they're having some food at one point and the waitress like pours hot tea into Rimmer's lap, and you can't criticize her because criticism's illegal. So you've kind of just got to let it go. Otherwise, you get thrown in jail. And there's cops aboard the ship who are known as crit cops, and well, they catch you if you end up criticizing. So yeah, criticizing is a crime in that kind of microcosm of a society. And the reason why it's really relevant is because that's what kind of like comic book critiquing is right now. Any criticism of comic books is a crime, essentially. And you may be thinking, what are you talking about? Well, it's wrongthink. It's not right for you to criticize. Don't buy that book if you're going to criticize it. It's not for you. People can criticize what they like. Like any books that like I criticize, I'm perfectly free to do so because I bought it. If I bought it, I can say what I want about it. And that's just how it should be. There should be none of this kind of stay in your lane mentality. I mean, if someone else likes a book that I critique, or vice versa, or what have you, fine, that's completely fine. But it's not a form of wrongthink to critique something. And it's just Red Dwarf, like seeing that episode, it was just kind of so relevant. And I was just kind of like, man, sometimes this show hits the nail on the head with stuff that's, I don't even know if the writers of the episode are aware of kind of stuff that goes online, in like online communities, stuff that happens in those communities. But it was just like, I was just watching it going, this is super relevant right now at the moment, especially in the comic book kind of community that's kind of growing online on YouTube. But yeah, man, it was a good episode. Like, I've enjoyed Red Dwarf, like this new series. I don't think it's funny as previous series. Like, I think for me, kind of like the high points are like series 3 and 4, 3, 4, 5, and 6, perhaps. And then yeah, I kind of like these newer ones because it has the right kind of spirit, but I don't think that it really beats any of the earlier series. But yeah, I didn't expect to do a video about Red Dwarf and have it connect to comic books in that way. That was really unexpected. But yeah, you should definitely check out the episode. I quite enjoyed it. And the climax of the episode actually results, well, yeah, I suppose I am going to spoil it. So if you don't want to know, like, kind of turn off, watch the episode, however you want to watch it, whether it's online or whatever. But yeah, the climax of the episode is that Rimmer has to destroy, or he destroys his inner critic, which ends up being personified. He destroys his inner critic by critiquing his critic. So criticism is a positive thing. You can actually do good things with criticism. Like, it's not necessarily a mean thing. Yes, it may hurt someone's feelings, especially if someone's put their heart and soul into something. Like, someone can criticize this video and I'll probably take that criticism and use it to improve my videos. Like, for example, the sound of my videos was crap at one point, but someone mentioned it and I took steps to improve that. So that's just an example. There's nothing wrong with comic book criticism. It's all good. It's all fine and dandy. People just need to chill out. It's just criticism, right? There may be a bit of mick taking in there. Just take like the core of it, and then if you want to kind of improve your work based on that, then do that instead. Forget any kind of additional words that hurt your fifis, essentially. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents on the whole comic book criticism is harassment thing. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification as well. Obviously share, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.